Okay, we left Gideon. This is the judge that came after Deborah with this statement. Then the Lord turned to him and said, Go with the strength you have and rescue Israel from the Midianites. Very interesting. Go with the strength you have. Yeah. This is Christians Aren't Sheep. My name is Ron. This is where the eagles gather to spread their wings and meditate on God's word for a few minutes. And we're going to carry on with Gideon's story here because I find some interesting stuff here. So, anyway, the angel of the Lord was talking to Gideon. Now, Gideon replied, If you are truly going to help me, show me a sign to prove that it is really the Lord speaking to me. Don't go away until I come back and bring my offering to you. And the angel answered, I will stay here until you return. Gideon hurried home and he cooked up a goat, made some bread, unleavened bread, and some broth. Brings it back. The angel's still there. The angel of God said to him, Place the meat and the unleavened bread on this rock and pour the broth over it. Pour the broth over it so it's soaking wet. And Gideon did as he was told. Then the angel said to the Lord, Then the angel of the Lord touched the meat and bread with the tip of his staff in his hand, and fire flamed up from the rock and consumed all he had brought. And the angel of the Lord disappeared. Gideon gets a little concerned that he just saw the Lord. He's a little afraid of dying, but the Lord reassures him he'll be okay. And then his first task as judge here that we see. That night the Lord said to Gideon, Take the second bull from your father's herd, the one that is 7 years old. Pull down your father's altar to Baal and cut down the Asherah pole standing beside it. Then build an altar to the Lord your God here on this hilltop sanctuary, laying the stones carefully. Sacrifice the bull as a burnt offering, using the fuel of the wood of the Asherah pole that you cut down. So Gideon took 10 of his servants and did as the Lord had commanded. But he did it at night because he was afraid of the other members of his father's household and the people of the town. Okay, so a little bit chicken. Early the next morning, as the people of the town began to stir, someone discovered that the altar of Baal had been broken down, and that the Asherah pole beside it had been cut down. In their place, a new altar had been built, and on it were the remains of the bull that had been sacrificed. The people said to each other, Who did this? And after asking around and making a careful search, they learned that it was Gideon, son of Joash. Now, this next part I find a little interesting, that Gideon's not standing up for himself. Bring out your son, the men of the town demanded of Joash. He must die for destroying the altar of Baal and for cutting down the Asherah pole. But Joash shouted to the mob that confronted him, Why are you defending Baal? Will you argue his case? Whoever pleads his case will be put to death by morning. If Baal truly is a god, let him defend himself and destroy the one who broke down his altar. From then on, Gideon was called Jerub-Baal, which means let Baal defend himself, because he broke down Baal's altar. And obviously, Baal didn't do anything because Gideon's story continues. And yeah, we'll carry on with the judges again tomorrow night. We have a few. How many chapters we got here? Oh, 18. That's about 20 chapters. We'll find a few good stories in there. In the meantime, you all have a fabulous Wednesday night. We finished hump day. My course is almost done. Middle of next week, we'll be finishing up. You all take care. Take care. God willing, we'll see you tomorrow.